What's up, man? Y'all got some Bitcoin? Look, man, all right, so blockchain, it's not a new technology, okay? And essentially all blockchain is a digital ledger that many people can have a copy of, okay? That's essentially what it is. That's blockchain, okay? And this is, I can get into all that, whatever, but it's very secure. It's a very secure database, and this database, basically in order to destroy this database, you have to shut down the internet completely and forever. So you have to shut it down everywhere in the world, and you got to shut it down forever. And even then, if a peer-to-peer internet network, kind of like what Helium is trying to do, if that ever pops up, then you got a whole new set of problems for whoever decided to try to destroy blockchain technology. Now, because it's the most secure database ever, right? The most common thing that people are using it for right now is money. I created a coin, and I can send this coin from one person to another person. And a matter of fact, this coin or the money part of it, is so easy to do for like really basic coins. You can make a coin in 30 minutes. You can make a coin in 3 hours. But these are very unsophisticated, run-of-the-mill, just random garbage coins that aren't really worth much, right? But in any case, though, for whatever reason you wanted to use it for, you could do it. You can create a coin in that kind of way, And so that's cool. That's great, right? But there's other things that you can use blockchain for because it's a decentralized, distributed ledger that is extremely secure. So one of the things that you may hear blockchain being used for is NFTs. NFTs, and there's other things too, right? NFTs are one thing. You can store your medical records on there. You can store identity on there, wills, trusts. You can copyright a song or a movie or a piece of art on there just because there is an immutable stamp of a time, date, and person who has access to that entry point on the ledger. And in that entry point, you could not only just do money, but you could do all that other stuff I just mentioned. Now, with NFTs stand for non-fungible tokens. So these are tokens that aren't necessarily meant to be used like a currency, all right? And these tokens, they're just entries on a blockchain that occupy, like a space there. They have a unit of account there, right? And so with blockchain, the network, the software that runs the blockchain, this is recording your, recording an address that it provides for you, and then you create a password to access this address. And this address is the same exact thing as a bank account, except, you don't need your social security number or a name or even an email. You don't need any of that. All you need to do is be able to access the app through a phone, and it can create an account for you. And then, nothing actually leaves the blockchain. What we're doing when we send money back and forth to each other is we're just updating the amount that's in our account, whether we took money out and sent it to somebody else and now they have money in their account, or vice versa, right? It's just updating the ledger on the account. And that's why it's secure, because nothing actually ever leaves the blockchain. It's all self-contained, and that's why it could be secure. Now, with non-fungible tokens, the same exact principle applies. We're occupying entry points on the account for our account on the blockchain, right? And when you deposit, quote unquote, an entry into that blockchain, and that deposit is not, a Bitcoin or Ethereum, but it instead is a picture or a video or a GIF or some plans to be drawn or whatever, you know what I mean? When that's happening, now you've created a non-fungible token, okay? A token that's not really meant to be currency, right? And so you've also created a timestamp with the date and location. I think it even stores IP address, maybe not IP, but it stores like a bunch of information unique to that entry. And that information is stored with that NFT as a matter of record. Now, because I deposited it in my account, I uploaded it to the blockchain into my account, I can now use that same blockchain to send that NFT to somebody else, right? We can create a smart contract. What a smart contract is this, it's like, how could I put it, man? It's like a contract that you wrote up that the software executes, right? Instead of me executing it or you executing it, the software executes it. So I tell the software, hey, software, I want to sell this NFT to Johnny, okay? And then the smart contract is, we draw it up on the smart contract and we say, look, when Johnny deposits 2 Ethereum and, he agrees that he will accept the quality and the condition of this NFT, then I'll accept that 2 Ethereum, and Johnny will now be the owner of that NFT, right? So all I do is I let the software know that that's the smart contract that we drew up. Tell the software execute it, right? And that software now begins to map out, that entire transaction. So when Johnny does deposit the 2 ETH, it's going to ask Johnny, hey, Johnny, you want to go through with this purchase? Because that's what I stipulated in the contract. And Johnny's going to say yes. And then that 2 Ethereum gets transferred to my account, and he gets the NFT in his account. And Johnny can do the same thing. Johnny can send that NFT to somebody else, and whatnot, and draw up a smart contract to sell it for more money, maybe considerably more. I can also, as a creator of the NFT, what I could do is I can say, hey, software, here's what I need you to do. I need you to give me a 10% royalty or 30% royalty or 0.3% royalty, or you know what, I need a royalty and so-and-so needs a royalty and so-and-so needs a royalty, and we're just going to split this 5% royalty fee every time somebody sells it, or every time we sell it, 5% royalty fee goes to every single person who's been an owner of this NFT, right? Every address that this NFT has been deposited into on the blockchain. We could do that, There's like tons of ways to do it because it's fully customizable because you're just programming it into the software. Okay, so now I know you're thinking, right? Like, okay, so what? You know what I mean? Who cares about NFTs? Like, these are just JPEGs, or these are just digital pictures. I could just right-click it and save it, and blah, blah, blah. So, like, I could say the same thing about the Mona Lisa, right? Like, if I go to the Louvre in Paris and I take a picture of the Mona Lisa, now what? I mean, I don't know if it's in the Louvre. I think I've been to the Louvre, but I don't know if the Mona Lisa was there. Pretty sure I saw it there, but maybe I didn't. Anyway, if I took a picture of the Mona Lisa there with my camera, even if it's a 42 megapixel, 100 megapixel full frame mirrorless sensor with blah blah, even if I did that, so what? Like, okay, I took a picture of the Mona Lisa. I'm not the owner. I don't own the Mona Lisa, And if the Mona Lisa wants to get featured on a T-shirt or get featured in a movie or whatever, they got to pay me. I mean, they don't got to pay me because I just took a picture of it. I don't own it. It's not mine. You know what I mean? And there's tons of pictures and reprints and posters of the Mona Lisa everywhere. But man, you don't own that mug. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not the person that owns it, right? And so we are already living in a paradigm that acknowledges the value of ownership. People are trying to make this counter argument to nullify and minimize the value of ownership just because it's in a digital space, right? Meanwhile, we're already in a digital space valuing the authenticity of ownership. You know what I mean? And people are already making it a profitable attribute to own a piece of art, right? The art investment and resale industry is massive. It's massive. It's ridiculous. Okay? There's art that's being bought and sold for millions of dollars every day, hundreds of thousands of dollars every day, and even thousands of dollars and hundreds of dollars every day. We used to own me, my wife, and 5 of my friends, we used to own a art gallery, 5,000 square foot gallery in the old downtown Plaza Mall in Sacramento. Hundreds and thousands of dollars of art gets sold every single day. Let me tell you, okay? So, non-fungible tokens. All right, so now it's like, okay, there's value in ownership. Okay, now what? Here's the thing, right? Let's say the Mona Lisa, right? Who painted the Mona Lisa? Was it Michelangelo? Leonardo da Vinci. I think it was Da Vinci that painted the Mona Lisa. So anyway, dude painted the Mona Lisa, I don't know, 16th century, 17th century, I don't know. Hundreds of years ago, okay? If I buy the Mona Lisa today for 100 million, I don't know if that's the price, but I'm just saying, if I bought it for 100 million, I spent 100 million on this piece, right? The best thing that I could do is have an appraiser come to authenticate the piece, right? And look, I'm not discrediting the amount of education this person has received in art and art theory and all this stuff. I'm not discrediting that, but we got to keep it real, man. We got to keep it real about what's possible here, okay? Look, that person is making their best guess as to whether or not the Mona Lisa that I bought for $100 million is actually an authentic, real Mona Lisa painted by Da Vinci or Michelangelo, whoever painted it, okay? From the 16th or 17th or 18th century, whenever it was. You know what I mean? That's their best guess. They could be wrong. There is a margin of error. There is a margin of error there, all right? Where this person gets it wrong and, I am buying something that's trash. It's not worth nearly what it should be worth. I'm paying $100 million. And so here's the thing, right? We're paying $100 million or $1 million or 20 million or 40 million, 50 million, whatever it is. We're paying this money. And at best we get a guess. At best we get a guess. Huh? Something else, man. This has been a problem for the art world, but because there's no real solution. It's just a problem that everybody just kind of deals with, authenticating pieces and whatnot. You do your best guess, you do your best job trying to authenticate it, but at the end of the day, you have no idea, man. We have no idea if what we're buying is the real deal piece, or a really good fake. You have no idea. NFTs, if there was an NFT that was created at the time of, the creation of said piece of art, the Mona Lisa, now we can track from owner to 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 me, who now buys it for $100 million, and it's authenticated, it's verifiable, okay? That is the original piece, and especially if there's like a digital signature linked to the physical attribute. Another thing is, art doesn't always, make it through wars, right? If I am special agent so-and-so and a government of whatever is trying to attack me and I'm hiding out in a museum or next to a museum or at some rich dude's mansion who has a bunch of art there, and they decide, we're just going to bomb that joint. And they bomb it and they blow it up. Just to get me, who is the special agent, whatever, right? It sucks that the art now is gone. It's obliterated. It's destroyed, right? Sucks. But if we had an NFT of the art that not only was a high resolution photo, but also a 3D scan of the entire piece, which could be replicated using a 3D printer, right? To create every groove and nick and bevel and emboss of the paint strokes and of all that. Whoa! You know what I mean? That just changed the game there. That just changed the game. So let's say it gets destroyed, original gets destroyed, no biggie. You are the sole owner of this, and you can choose to have this manufactured if you'd like. And then I can make 50 copies of it, 100 copies or 2,000 copies. And yeah, sure, the original is gone, right? But, me being able to make 2,000 copies of the original, there's money in that. And I still retain sole ownership of the NFT, which has the schematics for creating the piece in 3D space, you know, in real life. You know what I mean? Bro, this is why NFTs are so dope. And that's just like, you know, fancy art stuff. What if I wanted to sell a ticket as an NFT? I could sell a ticket to a show, a concert, a listening party, a gallery show, an opening for a store, you know, a debut of a clothing brand, you know, you name it. I could do that and use the ticket as an NFT to verify that, you know, this person is allowed to be here. Like, I can use that as an authenticated, what would you call it? Like pass or something, you know what I mean? Certificate, coupon, you know, that gains entry into said event, you know? And I don't have to have a physical ticket. It could just be an NFT, which is dope. I could take a parcel of land. I can divvy it, let's say it's an acre, right? I can divvy it up into 10 NFTs. And this parcel of land, get out of here, fly. This parcel of land that's divvied up into 10 NFTs, I can select each NFT to be designated for a 1/10 of an acre on that acre parcel. And now I can sell that, each one, I can sell that for whatever I want, right? For whatever I want, to whoever I want. And, you know, that's just an agreement between me and the person who I sold it to. I don't necessarily have to, you know, go record it somewhere, as long as I honor this agreement. But in the event there's a dispute, boom, someone just shows, look, this is the digital contract for the agreement that we had that says I own 2/10 of an acre on this parcel because I bought 2 NFTs. You feel me? You know what I mean? Bruh, there's so much that can be done with NFTs. Imagine you have an artist who has an album. Right, and today we're just using this in a basic way. We are like, it's like you have a really fast car, and right now all we're doing is like we're turning on the car and we're playing with the sound system. We're like, whoa, it's like it's real loud, you guys. We're like moving the seat back and forth, you know what I mean? Up and down and all that, you know what I'm saying? Because we don't really know the full capacity of the car yet. You know, we're just doing that stuff. And we're like, whoa, it's hella cool, you know? That's what we're doing right now. It's gonna get so complex. Imagine, you know, you have a artist, a recording artist who creates an album, and this artist, you know, wants to pay each producer on every track, vocalist on every track, song engineer, songwriter on every track. You know, you can create an NFT where as this album gets sold or as these singles get sold or whatever, you know, all of the royalties get split up evenly and all that data could be tracked. Bro, it's like, you know, there's no funny business. You know, everybody gets paid what they're supposed to get paid off of the amount of sales that occur. You know what I mean? The revenue that project generates. It's heavy, man. This is real deal stuff. So yeah, man, it's like a real surface level understanding and basic level of NFTs and what they could do. Yo, take your imagination, run with it. This space is about this big. You see how there's all this space out here, right here? It's about this big right now. You know what I mean? Think about how much money is being made right here at this big, okay? Imagine how much money is going to be made at this big. And we still got all this other space left to go, dude. Still got all this other space. So yeah, man, it's my 2 cents. Love you. Hope it was interesting. I hope it was helpful. And you know, holla at me, man. If you got any comments, if I said anything wrong, please correct me. I love you. Peace.